Coach Mike, what you got, brother?
Like my man do, other content creator. Woo! No, I'm just playing with you, man. Shout out to him, man. You know what? The defense finally came. They came to play, and I'm gonna start off by just reading y'all a little tweet from Coach Mike Jones, the Wolf of Lion, and it says, This is November 2nd. I might add, a couple days ago. It said Kirby Joseph is this year's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He is trending toward having a standout back end of his rookie year. And then at Kirby Joseph, dude got the attitude I love to see in defensive players. One, pride. I see it in the works. I see it in the making. And I called it out, man. And dude is coming into his own. He had a rough start to the year, okay, but he's starting to settle in, and he's going more now off of his instincts, and he's more confident in where he's going, so his instincts can take over because he moves fluidly to make up for times when he misreads the play. And I'm just glad, man, that guy is showing to be a good draft pick, a solid pick from out of Illinois. Also, Aiden Hudson finally got a pick, man.
Ooh, that was a nice one too. A nice
Man,
one.
and that was down by the goal line, man. He got that
Don't.
pick, man. I'm so happy for Hutchinson, man. I'm glad that this is a true rookie year for him, where he has flashes in the pan, and then he goes kind of quiet for a while, but shout out to A. Hutchinson, man, and shout out to Derek Barnes. Derek Barnes, I remember it was a play. I think it was in the first half. I'm not sure. It was a like a fourth and short, and he filled that hole. Like you supposed to play like a downhill linebacker. You attack the gap, you fill the hole. I love that play, man. He might have made some bad plays with the game, but him playing that play is like that's the exact way you show a linebacker how you're supposed to play the run, man. You're supposed to fill that gap. The D line held their own. They was all beating their blocks, man. It was just a good day defensively, and I don't want to hear nothing about oh well the Packers didn't have such and such and didn't have such and such. We don't have people. They felt how we feel most of the time, and that's how I feel. Boo. But, man.
All right. Yeah, Kirby Joseph is rounding into shape, man. He's playing with his instincts, and he's becoming that ball hawk like we saw at Illinois. I know Val does, oh man, he sucks up because he's from Illinois. Kirby Joseph is turning into a playmaker, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from the young fella as well. Barnes got loose after Rodrigo's injury. You know, he went down with that elbow. He tried to come back, but I don't think wasn't just like we're talking about injuries. And I don't think he was able to go right. Hopefully, we'll see what's going to happen with him in the next few days. Will Harris, I'm gonna give him a shout out for one play he made. He kind of got lucky on that one with the Allen Lazard catch, but but he continues to struggle because they picked on Will Harris a lot during this game.
They did. They did.
And that's right. They're right to do that because he is the weakest link. And the pass rush, they hit Rodgers plenty. They got one sack, but I would like to see more and more sacks coming from that pass rush. We had Charles Harris back in the game. I don't think they really, we still got to mix it up a little bit. You don't want to blitz Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers is known that he's a blitz killer. He will definitely chew you up if you blitz him too many times. But they got to him. They hit him. They not put him on the ground. But, I would like to see a few more sacks. And the run defense was stout, like you said, man. And those guys, Aleem McNeil and Bugs and all those cats, man, up front, they were tough. They were stout. They held.
Benito Jones.
Yeah, and they didn't let the other Aaron get loose. And even the AJ Dillon, he couldn't get off either. So I like that we held them to less rush yards than we had. So they had over 100 combined. And Aaron Rodgers was actually the leading rusher yesterday, I believe. If you look at this, if you look at their stats, believe Aaron Rodgers was there. Yeah, he was their leading rusher, 4 carries for 40 yards. So I trade Aaron Jones being the leading rusher for Aaron Rodgers all day long. And last but certainly not least for me, man, capitalize on the injuries to the Packers, man. Like you said, we always have some injuries, and when they went down, we capitalized on that. And the turnover battle. When you win a turnover battle, you're gonna win the game most times. And 3-1 two down there in the end zone, two interceptions in the end zone, one by Kirby Joseph off the deflection off of Derek Barnes' helmet, and then Hutchinson, man, he just kind of just peeled back for that one. He knew something was going on with Bakhtiari. He was like, what the hell is this guy doing out here? So he went back there and made that big play, man, and just jumped that route. I'm loving it. And the second Kirby Joseph interception, man, that's just instincts to jump that route, man. And then the catch-up speed he had on the play on the underthrow ball.
He baited him.
Yeah, and on that pass breakup that could have been a touchdown. Kirby Joseph, that's all I can say, man. What a great game by the young fella. The rookies stepped up this game. The rookies on defense really stepped up. The young players stepped up. And the seatbelt game, as you got out there, my man Jerry Jacobs was doing this thing. What you got, LL?
Man, this OG Aaron Rodgers Kush, man, he just keep blowing. Oh my goodness. But yeah, Kirby Joseph, man. I spoke up his name. Is glad to see that my inspiration can make it to you, Coach Mike. You know, I was picking on him earlier. He turned it around. Aiden Hutchinson, exact, man. Great play on that defensive play. It seemed like every time it's a guy. Shout out to Ryan, man. We used to work together at FedEx. He talked shit about Aiden Hutchinson, and he go out there and do something spectacular. So keep up the good work, my guy. And on that second Kirby Joseph play, like, you know, we always hear about, oh, he baited him. He kind of did. He waited back, you know, almost made it seem like that was the play to make, and he just undercut that mug. But man, I like it. I got two questions, though, or a question and a statement. My statement was I was kind of concerned about Kirby Joseph in a way, because I felt like, I don't know, I wasn't there, I hadn't heard anything, but I felt like maybe him and RB Pleasant was maybe like coaching, or RB Pleasant was probably coaching him the closest, you know. That was his rookie maybe to, you know, mold and do whatever, or maybe it was even Aaron Glenn's guy, because I know he wore 31. Aaron Glenn was a safety or corner safety type player, so, you know, I didn't know how this game would be for him. I didn't know how the rest of the season would go for him, because how it started out kind of rocky, and then he's been playing real well the more time he's been getting. So I didn't really know what was going to happen with him and RB Pleasant, or with RB Pleasant leaving. But number two, I know I've been calling for more Derek Barnes, or just asking like what the hell is going on, like if he can't get in over Anzalone, like what is going on with him. I hope, or the question is to you guys, do you think that we'll see more Barnes now, or is it just because Rodrigo was hurt?
He's been trending up. If you listen to Calvin Shepard and you listen to Dan Campbell, they say he's been showing, you know, flashes. He's been trending up. But when you have a guy like Rodrigo, it's kind of hard to get, when the guy in front of you is playing well, it's kind of hard to get on the field. So, but we'll see. I mean, I hope so. I'm not sure he's going to take Anzalone's role, but, you know, you'll see him more on the field. I believe so.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I want to add too before we end this segment is our pass rush is starting to come along when people are getting healthy. We got Charles Harris, we got Aiden Hutchinson. I seen Julian Okora. He was actually down in three-point stance a few times, rushing off the edge. When you got Josh Paschal, Kaminsky, like we starting to get healthy on that D line, and see, we shut down the run, and we're starting to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers, man. So, you know, maybe they was right, man. Maybe Lions fans, we just had to be patient, man, and they coming around.
Hey, check out the rest of the show. Come back, watch the rest of the video, and, you know, maybe subscribe to the channel. Thank you for tuning in right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors.